Welcome back to Carzora. Today, we're stepping inside a machine that many enthusiasts still call the last great naturally aspirated V12 flagship Lamborghini ever built, the Aventador SVJ. No turbochargers, no hybrid assist, just 12 cylinders, screaming to 8,500 RPM, and a Nürburgring lap record to prove it wasn't just for show. By the time you finish this video, you'll understand exactly why this car earned a reputation among collectors as one of the most complete Lamborghinis ever engineered, in how it sounds, how it's built inside, and how it looks when it's standing perfectly still. Let's start with the name itself. SVJ stands for Super Veloce Jota, Jota being Lamborghini's designation going back decades for its most extreme track-bred machines. Unveiled at Pebble Beach's Monterey Car Week in August 2018, the SVJ wasn't a concept or a styling exercise. It was and remains the ultimate evolution of the Aventador lineage, limited to just 900 units worldwide. Let's talk about that sound. Underneath the rear glass sits a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12, producing 770 metric horsepower, 759 horsepower in American terms, at a screaming 8,500 RPM. That number matters because most modern supercars have long since traded high-revving drama for turbocharged torque. Lamborghini didn't. Engineers reworked the exhaust system using titanium, shedding weight while sharpening the exhaust note into something closer to a race car than a road car. The result is a sound that doesn't just announce the SVJ's arrival, it defines it. Owners and reviewers alike have described it as one of the last truly unfiltered V12 voices in the supercar world, unmuted by turbo lag or electric assistance. And the numbers back up the theater. 0 to 100 kilometers, roughly 0 to 62 miles per hour, arrives in just 2.8 seconds. Top speed clears 217 miles per hour, or 350 kilometers. And in July 2018, a camouflaged SVJ prototype, driven by Lamborghini test driver Marco Mappelli, lapped the legendary Nürburgring Nordschleife in 6 minutes and 44.97 seconds. At the time, a production car record, beating the previous benchmark set by the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Now let's move to the exterior, because the SVJ's design isn't just about drama for its own sake. Nearly every panel serves the aerodynamics. At the front, a wider, more aggressive bumper integrates large side fins and air intakes, with a splitter that appears almost detached from the body, channeling air directly toward the underbody. A three-dimensional vent on the hood does double duty, guiding airflow to increase downforce while simultaneously reducing drag. That's made possible by what Lamborghini calls Ala 2.0, Aerodynamica Lamborghini Activa. It's a patented active aerodynamic system that uses electronically actuated motors to open and close flaps in the front splitter and rear wing, shifting between maximum downforce for cornering and minimum drag for straight-line speed, automatically and in real time. Along the sides, reshaped skirts and massive intakes behind the doors keep the engine breathing, while unique lightweight aluminum wheels, 20 inches up front, 21 inches at the rear, were designed exclusively for this model to reduce unsprung weight. And at the rear, a fixed carbon fiber wing sits above a wraparound bumper and a pair of round exhaust outlets positioned high above a diffuser built to generate additional downforce with every mile. Before we go further inside this remarkable machine, if you're enjoying this kind of deep, research-driven look at the world's most exceptional cars, please consider subscribing to Carzora. We publish new videos regularly, breaking down the engineering, history, and craftsmanship behind vehicles like this one, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Now, let's step inside. The Aventador SVJ's cabin reflects the same philosophy as its exterior, purpose before comfort, but never at the expense of craftsmanship.
Carbon fiber isn't just a structural material here, it's a visible design element featured throughout the monocoque, the doors, the seats, the center tunnel, and the console. That aeronautical influence Lamborghini talks about isn't marketing language. You can see it in the sharp, angular surfaces surrounding the driver. Layered over that carbon fiber structure is a mix of leather and Alcantara upholstery, finished with refined cross-stitching details and a dedicated SVJ plaque. Small touches that separate this from a stripped-out track special and place it firmly in supercar territory. And through Lamborghini's ad personam customization program, buyers could specify nearly every leather and Alcantara surface to their own taste, choosing from an extraordinary range of colors and finishes for both the exterior paint and interior trim. Practically speaking, the driving position is low, centered, and tight, deliberately so. To save weight, Lamborghini installed carbon fiber door panels and pull straps in place of traditional handles. The dashboard uses a TFT digital display showing live status of the ALA aerodynamics system alongside standard driving information, and the infotainment system includes Apple CarPlay integration, letting owners manage navigation and communication without sacrificing the car's minimalist, driver-focused character. Underneath all of that visual drama sits serious engineering. The SVJ rides on magneto-rheological front and rear shock absorbers with pushrod systems, suspension that adjusts itself in real time based on road conditions and drive mode. That system works in concert with four-wheel steering, sharpening response at low speeds and adding stability at high speed. Power reaches all four wheels through an all-wheel drive system that continuously redistributes torque between the front and rear axles, while the ISR 7-speed independent shifting rods transmission delivers rapid, race-derived gear changes. Drivers select between Strada, Sport, Corsa, and a fully customizable Ego mode, tailoring the car's character to the moment. Now, let's talk about where this fits in the bigger picture. The Aventador SVJ was never meant to be a permanent fixture in Lamborghini's lineup, and it wasn't. Aventador production as a whole came to an end in July 2022, when the final car rolled off the line at Lamborghini's plant in Sant'Agata Bolognese, closing out more than a decade of naturally aspirated V12 flagships. Since then, Lamborghini has shifted its top-tier lineup toward hybrid power with the Revuelto. Based on current announcements, that shift reflects the broader direction of the entire supercar industry, though, as always, plans and technology can evolve. That's part of why the SVJ has only grown more significant with time. It represents a specific moment, the peak of a naturally aspirated era that may never be repeated in quite the same way. That's the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, a car built to be heard as much as seen, engineered with the same intensity as its design suggests, and finished with a level of craftsmanship that holds up to close inspection. We base our content here on Carzora on thorough research and verified information because we know an audience like ours can tell the difference. So here's our question for you. If you could own just one naturally aspirated supercar before that era fades entirely, would it be this one? Or is there another V12 icon you'd choose instead? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.